Dr. Kissinger, Chinese President Hu Jintao will pay a state visit to the United States next week. So how do you view the significance of this state visit?
The importance of the visit is that in 1972, we and China agreed on how to work together during the Cold War. Now the Cold War is over, and we are in a new period of a globalized world. And now we need a new concept for how China and the United States can work together. The importance of the partnership and the cooperation is maybe even more important than it was then. And so I think this can be a visit of fundamental importance in charting the future.
So how do you think China and the U.S. can restore mutual trust despite the frictions over some issues?
It's important to establish permanent consultative institutions so that they are always in contact with each other. And we should not always wait until a crisis happens. And if we are in permanent contact, then even if there is an occasional difficulty, it will fit into a continuing dialogue. And I expect this to be a result of this visit. First of all, I think there is a considerable amount of trust. Very often the difficulties are exaggerated. It is inevitable that China will develop. And people say we are worried about China growing. China will grow. That's inevitable. That's desirable. But that will bring changes, and we will change. So we constantly have to be prepared to adjust to new conditions.
So recalling the past, what the most crucial elements you think will be key to this stable and positive U.S.-China relations?
The most important element is that we talk frankly with each other, that we don't surprise each other, that we stay in constant dialogue with each other. And we had to learn a lot about China, and China had to learn about us. The first time I met Premier Zhou Enlai, I called China a land of mystery. And he said, when you get to know us better, it will not be so mysterious. And he was right. That we recognize that when America and China cooperate, the world benefits. When America and China differ, everybody suffers and nobody benefits.
So do you believe that this Hu's coming state visit will open a new era for...
I'm convinced that there is a great opportunity to start a new era in U.S.-Chinese relations. And I'm very hopeful and very positive. And I look forward to the opportunity of seeing your president at various functions in Washington.
Kissinger paid a highly confidential visit to China in 1971 that paved the way for a groundbreaking 1972 summit in Beijing between President Richard Nixon and Chairman Mao Zedong, which eventually led to the normalization of U.S.-China relations in 1979.